from the Fox 5 studios, this is the RebZone Sports Show.
Down into the pit we go. The Runnin' Rebels wrapped up their regular season in New Mexico last night. It was rocking, and there was Snake, that human being. A tough first half for UNLV as the Runnin' Rebels came out slow, trailing by 16 at halftime. UNLV unable to leave New Mexico with a dub, but Coach Kruger is still really proud of his guys, who will head into the Mountain West tournament as the number 5 seed and play 4th seed Wyoming on Thursday at 2:30 in the quarterfinals.
You know, while tonight's disappointing, we're still gonna pat them on the back a little bit, because what they've done in these last 8-9 game stretch here, it's great. You know, it's great for the program. It's great for them. They've earned it. Of course, you'd love to go in playing really well, clicking on all cylinders, but it didn't happen.
It's time to dance. Let's go. It was senior night on Wednesday night. UNLV honored 8 seniors in their program. A beautiful pregame ceremony, as it's been a lot of fun to watch the Runnin' Rebels seniors ball out this year. And speaking of seniors, Bryce Hamilton is in the house tonight. I've been calling this the Bryce Hamilton Show all season long, so really, B-Ham, it is the Bryce Hamilton Show tonight, as we'll be catching up with him in just a little bit and take a look back at his incredible senior season at UNLV. But first, Coach, we were just saying, late night in New Mexico. We're a little tired, to be honest. It did feel later with that 9 o'clock tip-off than usual.
Yeah, a little more time during the day, a little couple added hours. But the nice part is we were able to get back home, sleep in our own beds last night at least.
We were talking at the Wyoming game that you said this New Mexico UNLV game is almost like a rivalry game. It's just not as publicized as the Reno game. Did you feel like New Mexico came out and treated it like a rivalry game? I did.
The crowd was into it. They came out. Got off to a great start. We were a little slow-footed there at the beginning, but I think it's one of those things that, going back now 10, 12 years, even before the expansion, the UNLV New Mexico games have always been pretty heated and tight games that usually have a lot on the line. So I think no question New Mexico's up there as one of our bigger rivals in conference.
Yeah, it was rocking in the pit last night. A 9 o'clock tip-off Mountain West time. It was a little late. I was a little tired. Maybe UNLV a little tired too. But welcome to the pit as we go underground in Albuquerque, New Mexico. A rockin' crowd. Snake, hello, interesting person. Vic Ewalker comes out aggressive as usual, fighting his way up for 2. Vic would later hurt his right shoulder and not return to the game. A big loss for the Rebels. The game is tied up at 5. Webby says they took New Mexico too lightly. A sluggish first half from UNLV. Royce Hamm loses the ball. Saquon Singleton takes it the other way. The freshman puts it up for 2. Lobos jump out to a 21-13 lead. It was all New Mexico in the first half. Jalen House sends it down to Saquon Singleton for 3. Rebels trail by 16 at halftime. Lobos were up 38-22. Per usual, Webby coming off the bench with some heat. Back-to-back threes from Justin Webster, and UNLV trails 54-45. Rebels fighting back. McCabe intercepts. KJ Jenkins takes it the other way. His signature no-look pass to Ham, and UNLV trails 59-51. B-Ham coming out big time in the second half, sinking a big 3-point bucket, making it a 3-point game with a minute to go. UNLV trailing 68-65. Jalen House racks up 27 points last night, giving his guys a 70-65 lead with 40 seconds to play. B-Ham racks up a game-high 28 points, pouring in 20 in the second half, but the fight wasn't enough in New Mexico. UNLV drops their season finale 76-67.
Yeah, it's just, they're a team that we're already stamped 5th place. Have to play Wyoming on Thursday. We just thought it was gonna come out here and just be a cakewalk. We thought these guys wasn't gonna be ready to play. We didn't perform to the best of our abilities in the first half. And for us to win the conference tournament, we can't do what we did in the first half. So going into this week, we'll be very prepared, and we'll be ready to play Wyoming again.
Yeah, Coach Justin Webster just said, they took New Mexico too lightly, and that first half showed that they were just out there, just taking them too lightly out there.
Yeah, disappointing to hear, because there was no reason for that. Yeah. That's very disappointing to hear. If you've been to the pit, you understand it. If you understand that Jalen House and Mashburn are very good, aggressive scorers. So, but yeah, now that's behind us, so hopefully that's a little bit of a wake-up call.
But speaking of Webby, he's been going off. He had a strong week against Wyoming and New Mexico. Is it great to see his confidence, his growth down the stretch of the season right now?
Yeah, anytime you can add a threat, a scoring threat like Webb has been, as the season's progressed, I think it just makes us that much better of a group. So it's great that he's playing with a lot of confidence, and hopefully it carries over into the tournament.
I'm excited to see him keeping this momentum going. The Runnin' Rebels will be getting ready to take on Wyoming again on Thursday. Royce Hamm Jr. showed the Cowboys who the real Texan Cowboy is. Hamm went off on senior night, posting his 7th double-double of the season. We'll take a look back at Wednesday night's game and hear from some very proud parents on senior night.
You're watching the RebZone Sports Show on Fox 5.
It was a beautiful night at the Thomas & Mack. The Runnin' Rebels honored 8 seniors in their program on Wednesday night. A beautiful pregame ceremony as Bryce Hamilton, Royce Hamm, Mike Nuga, Trey Hurwart, and James Hampshire were the players honored. It was also awesome to meet a few parents. I asked Bryce Hamilton's parents about their amazing son and his amazing senior season he's having, and if they were surprised at all with any of his smooth moves this year.
No. I mean, honestly, no. I mean, I know how he works. His mom and I, we know how he works. We know what his passion is. It's just all come together. It's just, it was one of those things. Once it started rolling, it's just been great. It's been exciting for us to watch.
It's been exciting for us to watch, too, as Royce Hamm goes crazy on senior night. Big 3 from the top of the key. Feeling good. Hamm drives inside, ghosts Wyoming in the paint. Okay, Hamm is rolling. Another 3 from the Rolls Royce, and Royce Hamm Jr. scores the first 8 points for UNLV. Rebels cruising. David Mwaka tells me his goal is to dunk every time he has the ball, and I'm pretty sure he does that every time too. UNLV up 14-9. Wyoming's Hunter Thompson would knock down 3 threes in the first half. The Cowboys trailed by 1 at halftime, 30-29. Royce was just out there having a blast, recording his 7th double-double of the season. Cowboys' Hunter Maldonado would rack up a game-high 22 points, 10 rebounds as the Cowboys trail 58-53 with 2:21 to go. Tight ball game down the stretch on Wednesday night, but guess who comes up clutch for the Runnin' Rebels? Justin Clutch Webster. Webby coming off the bench with 11 points against Wyoming as UNLV hangs on to their lead and secures a big dub on senior night, 64-57 over the Cowboys.
Man, it was huge. I said to myself, tonight, when in doubt, it was just going to be me. I was going to let it flow. And I came out, I played aggressive, and the basketball gods were going my way, and they happened to fall. So I just want to thank my teammates and my coaches for just giving me the confidence to come out and just play my game and be me.
I was just saying, it's so much fun to watch Royce. He has a lot of fun out there, but both ends of the floor, a strong performance from your guys against Wyoming on Wednesday.
Yeah, anytime you got senior night, you never know how much the emotion is going to take into effect. It's a little different routine for the warm-up. There's a lot of things you got to talk to the guys about that you don't normally have to, so you're always kind of curious of how it's going to go, especially early. But the guys came out swinging, and I think because of that start, gave ourselves a great chance to win.
I just felt like I saw a different tone defensively from your guys on Wednesday. Vic, Donovan, Royce, David, Keyshawn diving for the ball. I mean, it just felt like there was a different tone on Wednesday night from your guys.
Much different. It was an incredibly physical game. I thought the guys did just a really good job of playing without using their hands, not fouling. And anytime you play Wyoming, who's got 2 really good guys that can play in the post with Maldonado and Ike, you've got to do it. You got to play hard. You got to understand it's going to be physical, not use your hands, and stay away from fouling. And I thought that's what we did.
Speaking of the seniors on senior night, Royce Hamm Jr., how much was he a factor on Wednesday night? And Bryce and Mike and all the seniors on the team, how much of an impact did they have this year with you guys?
Oh, I mean, it was unbelievable. Again, choosing to take that one extra year that Royce had and Mike Nuga to come here and take a risk and bet on themselves here in Vegas means the world to us as a staff and as a program. But, I mean, they gave it their all. They were here every day. They were the same guys. They played incredibly hard. And I think, we couldn't have asked for 2 better guys to use their extra year to come in and join the Rebel program.
Well, we have one senior in studio tonight, Bryce Hamilton, the man, the myth, the legend, the walking bucket, B-Ham. Coach, does he have any other nicknames? I'm trying to think.
I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Bryce about that one.
Bryce, we're going to get another nickname for you. We are getting ready to sit down with one of the best basketball players in the country, the best hooper in the Mountain West. Ain't no one stopping B-Ham and his go-to spin move. We're sitting down with Bryce Hamilton after the break.
You're watching the RebZone Sports Show on Fox 5.
I think Vegas is, well, I shouldn't say I think. I know Vegas is very happy Bryce Hamilton returned for his senior season at UNLV. Man, is it fun to see the top scorer in the Mountain West ball out every game, drop 30, drop 20, drop 40 on everyone. The spin move, undefeated this season. B-Ham out there breaking ankles, dropping defenders. Bryce, do you take some dance classes, some ballet classes? You practicing that all day, every day?
Nah, not really. I just I've always been a shifty kind of player, so, just being able to try to perfect my craft, that's something I've been good at.
Is that move something you practice every day, the spin move and the floater?
Oh, yeah, I work on that a lot. Just try to be able to shoot it in many different ways and, try to get it off at different times, know how the defender's going to play me. So, yeah, that's something I work on a lot.
Well, this guy is the biggest star in Vegas, the biggest star in the Mountain West. After each practice, I'm not kidding, he has a line of reporters waiting to interview him. So appreciate you being in studio, hanging out with us. Very busy guy. He's got a very busy schedule. And after a 9 o'clock tip-off where we landed at 1:30 in the morning, appreciate you being here. But Bryce, I met your parents this week. It was just awesome, and they're so proud of you, and they know all the work you've put in and day out, your journey and everything. But want to ask you how much fun you're having this season with this new group of guys that Kevin brought in.
I'm having so much fun. We got a great group of guys. They came here in June, and everybody didn't know how it was going to go really, but I'll say this is definitely probably the most fun I've had since I've been here. Everybody gets along well, on and off the court. It's just fun being with them.
You've been through so many different coaches at UNLV. Why are you succeeding with Kevin? What has he really taught you this year?
Me and Coach Crew, we have a great relationship. On and off the court, he helps me a lot. On the court, he holds me accountable. He tells me things that I should do better. I think that's the biggest growth for me for this year.
Do you feel like you have a different mentality this year? It is your senior year. You came back to UNLV with a purpose. Tell me about that different mentality you have this season.
Oh yeah, I definitely. It's the last year. You definitely got to go out with a bang, and you don't get these games back. You just gotta just go every single game at a time, one game at a time. Just make the best opportunity of it.
Well, Bryce, it's been so much fun to watch you, and I know you're having fun out there. I see the smiling, I see the I'm about to drain this, step back, let's go. Want to talk about the Colorado State game. 42 career high points. We're gonna say it was 45 to be real, to be honest out there. But 42 points in Colorado State. They were ranked 22nd, road game, hostile environment. How much fun did you have at Colorado State this year?
Man, that was a great game.
Yeah.
Very fun, probably one of my best games I ever played in my life. Just be able to be in that groove and just be in that rhythm, it felt great. But most definitely we got the win. That was the most important part, especially against a really good team. That's an NCAA tournament team. So I feel like that was the biggest accomplishment of the night.
Moving forward from that game, did you feel like, all right, I can do that. I can put up 42 points. It's in me, it's there.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Especially when I get in that type of rhythm, I know I'm capable of doing a lot of things.
Bryce, who has reached out to you? Who are your mentors? Who in the NBA, is helping you, is talking to you, is mentoring you this season?
I talked to Darren Collison. He's my trainer back home. He played in the league for a very long time. So I talk to him every now and then, just get feedback on what he thinks because he watches my games and stuff. So I feel like he has helped me a lot.
What kind of feedback do you get from guys who have been in the league?
They just tell me how things about how the league works. Just how hard you got to work, and it's a business, and you got to take everything like a business.
Is it exciting that your NBA dreams are so close, man?
Oh yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, this is what I've been working for my whole life, and I'm just excited for the best, to come.
I also want to touch on the Reno game. You got the first dub against them earlier this season, and then you dropped 27 points, 8 rebounds in Reno. How much fun was that game?
Man, that was great. For the past 3 years, Reno's been beating me, so
Not this time, y'all.
Yeah, to be able to get that win against them, it was great, and especially against their home crowd. That was wonderful.
And did you feel like you were just vibing out there, dropping defenders out there? That spin move, though, there it is.
Nah, yeah, it was a great win for us. Huge win. They're a very good team. We knew we wasn't supposed to take them lightly, so it was a very good win.
Bryce, do you feel like your game is just like on a whole other level this year? You feel confident right now?
Yeah, most definitely. Just being able to work on my game a lot. Just all them times in the gym. That's where you gain that confidence, and just to be able to go out to show everybody what I've been working on is very good.
Yeah, Bryce, just want to wrap it up with just the different work ethic you have this year. It's your senior season, you're with Coach Kruger, you got a new group of guys. Talk to us about just the different work ethic, the dark hours that, we don't see every day.
I get in the gym a lot. I get in the gym every single night where I have a chance where we're not out of town or anything, and I also, shoot after practice, and, that's definitely, helped me a lot this year as, I've been able to make a lot of shots and stuff, and I know this is my senior year. I know I was gonna have to work hard. To be in the NBA, you got to work hard. So, that's things that is something I have to do.
All right, Thursday, Wyoming. What's the focus for you, Bryce? What are you locking in on this week just to keep this moving forward?
Just get better every day. We beat them last week, and they're a team that are trying to go into play in the NCAA tournament, and they're pretty good. So we know that they're going to be hungry and want their revenge. So we just got to take it a day at a time and get better and just get ready to win.
Yeah, Bryce, did that game last night against New Mexico kind of leave you guys a little unsettled, a little sour taste in your mouth to get back to work?
Yeah, most definitely. We played that game, started off very slow, but I was kind of happy, the way we fought back. We were down 20 at one point, to be able to, get to a one-possession game. I was happy about that. I felt like that was a positive to see that, we got that fight in us.
Yeah, I know you got that fight in you. That spin move, those ballerina dance classes you're taking. I feel you. So much fun to watch you, man. So excited to see your journey, and let's keep this thing going, Bryce. Let's go.
Good. Yeah.
All right, let's dance. I feel like I need to go buy some new pair of shoes or something whenever tournament play comes around, like some luck or something. I don't know. I got to get some new shoes. Thursday, 2:30, Wyoming. Let's go. We're talking the Cowboys next.
You're watching the RebZone Sports Show on Fox 5.
Let's groove tonight, dun-dun-dun-dun. Come on, put your dancing shoes tonight. I don't know what I'm singing. Earth, Wind, and Fire, something like that. Let's groove tonight. All right, it's tournament play. We're dancing. I'm gonna go get some new shoes, Coach. That's just like my tradition of getting new shoes for the tournament. Probably not a good idea, but it's something that I do. Thursday, let's go, 2:30, Wyoming. You guys just beat them. That was a great game. Senior night. Royce Hamm going off. By the way, B Ham is still in studio, so shout out B Ham. Let's go. Tournament play. What's the focus this week, Coach?
It's just one game at a time. Anytime you got a tournament, a conference tournament, there's consecutive games on consecutive days, but you can't get to that next day if you don't, win and advance. And I think our focus has to be, luckily for us, it's a similar prep from a week ago. So we can't change anything in our prep. It's got to be just as intense and just as focused, and if we want to have the same result.
What did you learn about this Cowboys team the first time you saw them on Wednesday?
Well, I think going into this time against Wyoming, we know they're going to fight, they're going to compete. It's going to be incredibly physical, but they're going to probably have a little chip on their shoulder and play better than they did here in Vegas. And so we've got to be ready for that. We can't think that just the same exact effort and the same exact approach will work. We've got to ramp it up ourselves as well.
A lot of hoops in town, a lot of different things going on at the Mendenhall Practice Center. How do you just keep your guys focused, keep the noise down, and just focus on the task?
Just by, I think, just taking advantage of the time we have. Yeah, like you mentioned, there's a whole bunch of conference tournaments in town. It's the basketball capital of the world this week, and there's a lot of excitement. But our guys still have the gym opportunity and the time that they need. So we've just got to focus on making it count and not get distracted by other tournaments. But this is one of the best weeks of college basketball, these next few weeks especially, where there's just games on throughout the entire day. You know, you can watch your friends from high school or AAU play, other coaches, and it's just a really fun time to be a part of the game. Are you proud of your guys and their regular season and the number 5 seed? Are you proud of what they've accomplished this year? Without question. You know, as we said talked about last night, you know, while last night was disappointing, we were sitting there and a couple of times throughout the season we could have slowed down or taken a step back or stumbled or let one stumble turn into 2, and the guys didn't do that. They just kept working, kept their head down. We never talked about having a bye or a seed or where we might finish. They just kept working, and I think because of that approach that they had throughout the conference season, they've earned a bye. And Coach, how proud are you, or just how all these new guys, all these new faces have been clicking and gelling right when they need to down the stretch? Well, and that was something, you know, we even going back to the summer, we always talked about that our biggest concern was just enough time. Would we have enough time? And these guys have battled through a lot of injuries. We've had some COVID pauses. Guys got sick and had to sit out. But they've just continued to gel together, get better. And I think that's what's most exciting about going into the conference tournament is we know that regardless of what happens in the conference tournament, when we go to sleep every night, we're going to be happy with the energy and the output and the effort that we have. It's been a lot of fun. The regular season was a lot of fun. These guys, B-Ham is a lot of fun. These guys are funny. I mean, it's been a joy to travel and be with y'all. 2:30 on Thursday at the Thomas & Mack. It's going to be rocking. Check out my new shoes, my dance moves. We'll see you there.